What up, everybody? How's it going? Right now, it's Wednesday, April 6th. Let's double check. Are we live yet? Waiting for Why is this down here? I keep thinking like. What up, everybody? How's it going? Awesome. Right now, it's Wednesday, April 6th. Let's double check. Are we live yet? Waiting for And so, let's turn this off. I'm here to talk about this latest development on the Ezra Miller situation. As you know, he is the actor who plays the Flash in WB's DCEU, DC Extended Universe, Cinematic Universe, and also the upcoming The Flash solo movie. And I already made a video last week to let you in on what he did in Hawaii that got him arrested, and we can cover that again today. But he basically bothered the bar patron, a karaoke bar patrons. He allegedly assaulted them. He took microphones away from them while they were singing. He, he yelled and screamed at them, stuff like that, and he got arrested for it. Yeah, of course, he posted bail. He didn't stay in jail, but so now, and that's not like the first time that he ever did that. He had committed the same incident in Iceland. I think last year, I believe. So it's Omega. Oh yeah, I'm explaining what happened to him right now, Omega. So basically, last week I mentioned to you that Ezra Miller got arrested in Hawaii for assaulting karaoke bar patrons. He got arrested, but he didn't stay in jail. He posted bail. And that wasn't the first incident ever because he did something similar in Iceland, I believe last year or 2 years ago. So he has a problem, bro. He has, some people say he has alcoholism. He has some drinking problem. And I mentioned to you guys, you know what? If you do have that, go to AA meeting. Go to AA meeting, find a sponsor, or if you want to get drunk at home. Don't get drunk in public, and bother people. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. That's pretty much what I said to you last time. So here's the development. Here's what happened today. This is reported by journalist Noah Schatzman from Rolling Stones. So it's a Rolling Stone exclusive. Warner Brothers and DC executives. Can you see it? Warner Brothers and DC executives held an emergency meeting to discuss Ezra Miller's future with the studio following the Flash star's recent arrest. The consensus in the room was to hit pause on all future projects. Now, Rolling Stone, unfortunately, is one of those outlets where you can't read their entire article unless you subscribe to them. And I don't want to subscribe to Rolling Stone. I got too many bills as is. So I screen grab or screenshot the article itself. So here's basically, let's read it together. On March 30, this past week, Warner Brothers and DC executives held an emergency impromptu meeting to discuss Ezra Miller's future with the studio following the Flash star's recent arrest for disorderly conduct and harassment. I thought it was assault. I apologize. I guess it's not described as assault. So I take that back. Disorderly conduct and harassment. According to a knowledgeable source, the consensus in the meeting, was to hit pause on any future projects involving Miller, including possible appearances in the DC Cinematic Universe. The studio has more than a year before it has to make any hard decisions about a potential sequel to The Flash. Warner Brothers also has avoided making any key decisions on tentpoles ahead of Discovery taking control of Warner Media in a $43 billion mega merger. That's right. That's happening soon, I believe. Warner Media chief Ann Sarnoff announced on Tuesday that she is exiting the company as AT&T spin-offs its entertainment division to Discovery. So, you know me, I'm not a big fan of mergers and companies merging into one, because oftentimes whenever that happens, just like when Disney bought Fox, whenever that happens, employees get laid off. Employees lost their jobs. Employees lose their jobs. Whenever that happens, workers lose their jobs. So I don't like talks of mergers or like, and then it's like there's no competition in mergering. Like if everybody's under one umbrella, then what are we, monopoly? Like I don't get it. Like it's not cool, man, to consolidate media power in such a way. But that's just my opinion. Um, Last month, Warner Brothers moved the Andres Muschietti helm first installment of The Flash, a production fraught with drama, from November 4th, 2022 to June 23rd, 2023. Um, so they already even delayed or moved or pushed back the release date of The Flash. Now, you're wondering what happened. What happened on the Flash production? It says fraught with drama. Okay, so here's what happened. Here's another screenshot. One insider says Ezra Miller, had frequent meltdowns during production last year on The Flash. While the insider stresses there was no yelling or violent outbursts, they describe Miller as losing it. Ezra would get a thought in their head and say, "I don't know what I'm doing," the insider tells Rolling Stone. According to the March 28th police report, Miller became agitated after patrons at okay, so here's the paragraph about what happened in Hawaii. Okay, so in on the production of The Flash, it says that Ezra had meltdowns and he kept saying like, "I don't know what I'm doing here." He lost his shit. Not to the point of yelling or violence, but still, I'm sure it was what I'm sure his behavior was bothering his co-stars and the crew on the set and everybody around. So that's what fraught with drama meant. And then to refresh your memory, what happened in Hawaii a couple of weeks ago. He became agitated after patrons at a Hawaii bar began singing karaoke. Miller shouted obscenities and grabbed the microphone from a 23-year-old woman as she was singing and allegedly lunged at a 32-year-old man playing darts. So that's why I said assault earlier, because I heard about this where he jumped at a 32-year-old man. That's physical contact. So that can fall under assault, but apparently he only got booked for disorderly conduct, disorderly conduct and harassment. The 29-year-old movie star was arrested and charged on both counts and was released on $500 bail. The incident took place at Margarita Village in Hilo, Hawaii, the day before Miller's Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore castmates were celebrating that film's world premiere in London. So he's not even invited. He was not even invited to the premiere in London last week. Um, Even more troubling, a local couple filed a temporary restraining order against Miller on March 29. The couple claimed that after Miller's arrest, Miller Miller burst. Sorry, let me miss it. Okay, Miller burst into their bedroom and threatened them. Holy crap! Holy crap! So this is new. This is news to me. A couple filed restraining order because they claim that Ezra Miller burst into their bedroom and threatened them. I'm guessing this is at a hotel somewhere. You know, uh, I can't imagine like Ezra Miller, breaking and entering, a random people's house. So I'm guessing this is what it means by bedroom. Because they're staying in the same hotel. And then Miller says to the man, "I will bury you and your slut wife," according to the report. The petition also alleges that Miller stole the woman's passport and the man's wallet, which included a social security card, driver license, and bank cards. Holy crap! Holy crap, guys! This is insane! This is insane! If this is true, this is insane! And I don't have any reason to doubt this couple because they filed the restraining order. Like, that's official, stuff. Wow, he went into somebody's bedroom and threatened them. "I will bury you and your slut wife," and then stole their shit. What is going on with Ezra Miller, guys? I I know that alcoholism could cause you to do stupid shit. Domestic abuse, what have you, jumping from the top of the roof to a swimming pool, like in fraternities. Um, but this is next level scary. Like you go into people's room. I'm I'm, I'm guessing. I'm assuming that he's checking. Maybe he was checking every door, checking to see which door it was unlocked, and then he just went in, and then he did this shit. That's insane. This is insane. Um, it's not cool. It's not acceptable. There's no excuse for it. There's no justification for it. I know we talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock over the past week, but this is some next level shit that I think a lot of people are not really focusing on this as much as Will Smith and Chris Rock because Ezra Miller is kind of famous, but not as famous as Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? The high publicity of his criminal behavior, if you will, is not as he's not a big of a star as Will Smith. um, but now with this new information, I mean, like, oh man, my jaws drop, man. This is insane. This is insane. Um, and all of this happened in Hawaii. So let's see. Is there another screenshot here? I think there's another screenshot. Yeah, there you go. So, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna make this bigger for you guys. So the judge is expected to make a decision on whether or not to extend the restraining order by the end of the month. The Hawaii incidents are the latest in a series of troubling events involving Miller. In April 2020, that's right, a footage of the actor apparently choking a woman at an Iceland bar circulated on social media, but no arrests were made. Sources say that the Iceland footage gave Warner Brothers pause at the time, but Miller was not kicked off Secrets of Dumbledore, like castmate Johnny Depp, who lost his libel case against a British tabloid, which had referred to the actor as a wife beater. Um, so, yeah, back to the first screenshot. So WB held a meeting, and the consensus in that meeting is that they were gonna put press pause on any project involving Ezra Miller, including The Flash. Um, I don't know because Fantastic Beasts, as you know, they come in 5 films, right? 5 installments. Ezra Miller had showed up in all 3 of them, so I'm not sure if they had filmed the 4th and the 5th one, and whether or not they can recast him the same way that they recast Johnny Depp with Matt Mikkelsen. Not sure. I'm not sure the status of that production. But if they had not filmed the 4th and 5th installment, then yeah, I have no doubt that WB would consider recasting him. As far as the Flash movie, they're already done filming that. It's already done. Um, we saw the teaser at the DC fandom last year. Remember that with Michael Keaton's Kyle? It's like, oh my god, the Kyle's like, oh, Batman showing up in the Flash movie multiverse. Like, everybody's excited. We already saw the teaser. So that's why this article mentioned like they're they're considering to decide what's gonna happen with the Flash sequel, not necessarily the Flash movie. The Flash movie has been delayed till next year. Um, so there's that. I think what I'm getting at is that as far as the first Flash movie that's coming out next year, them delaying the release date, it's them hoping maybe things will cool off, in a year. Maybe things will cool off. Maybe the controversy will cool down and will die down, and maybe within this year, Ezra Miller would not, you know, uh, do any kind of misbehavior anymore. That's the hope, at least. Um, because there's nothing they can do. It's already in the can. The movie is already done. Um, but they are thinking about what's going to happen moving forward in regards to the Flash sequel. Um, this is crazy, man. That last information is crazy. He went into a couple's bedroom and threatened them. I'm like, what is wrong with Ezra Miller, man? What is what is Ezra Miller's problem? I don't get it. I'm sure somebody will make some sort of a quintessential article about him or them, I should say. I apologize. Ezra Miller's pronoun is they and them. I keep saying him and he. I apologize. Um, I'm sure somebody would make an article about that, but until then, we're left wondering what the hell is wrong with you, Ezra Miller? Why are you like you have a career, man? You have a career that is every actor's envy. All right, every actor's envy to be in a franchise. To be in a franchise means you have a steady job, right? You don't necessarily win an Oscar or get any award acclaim, but you get a steady job. You get paid millions to do one movie after the next, and then it's you're good to go. You're rich. You have two franchises, Fantastic Beasts and The Flash. That's like double, you know, the success, double the success. Every actor would dream to have your career, Ezra Miller. And remember, Ezra Miller came from indie world, independent world. I remember a lot of the indie films. I think he what was that? We need to talk about Kevin, right? Was one of them. The Stanford prison experiment. That's also another indie project. I mean, he was a nobody, and then he got shot into stardom by DCU. And I guess my point is like, Ezra, why are you not grateful, bro? Why are you not feeling grateful? Why are you intentionally destroying your career? Why are you being self-destructive? Like, again, you are so lucky right now. You are at a point in your life, 29 years old, so young, and you can do 10 or 20 Flash movies, and then crossover to other DCU, and also the Peacemaker season 2. Maybe you'll show up there again, like the season finale. You can be the Flash forever on the big screen and get millions for it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? As far as Johnny Depp goes, that's arguable, because that's like a he says, and then like we don't know exactly what happened between him and Amber. There's Team Amber, there's Team Johnny. Like, oh, she beats him up or he beats her up. But in this case, in the case of Ezra Miller, it's like it's clear cut. It's like it's documented what he did in Hawaii. Like, there's no argument about it. Like, he got arrested for it. There's witnesses. There's like, so it's like I don't understand. Folks like Ezra Miller. Obviously he has some problem. He has some demons, and he has to confront those demons, man. Get some help. Get some help, because right now you are destroying your career and you are making a mockery of your success. Like I said, every actor would love to be in your shoes, and this is what you do with the success that you have. You're spitting in their faces, basically. Um, so get some help, Ezra. Get some help, man. Whatever it is and I'm thinking maybe, and this is a speculation on my part. Maybe I'm assuming maybe it's not just the drinking. Maybe there's something deeper. Something festered in him. That keeps that makes him keep like bursting out into violence like this. I'm thinking there's something really bothering him deeper. I'm not a psychologist, but if it's just drinking, I guess go to AA, find a sponsor, or drink at home, like I said, because this is not a good look on you, man. This is not a good look. Um, and you are 29 years old. If you get fired from both Fantastic Beasts and from The Flash, boy, here's what I'll say if that happens. Uh, can Ezra Miller make a comeback? Yes. Few years from now. And why or how I can tell that, because we have a case. We have a president. Um, and that is Robert Downey Jr. Remember? Robert Downey Jr. in mid to late 90s, man, remember he was arrested for drugs. He was caught with shit, and like he and then he I think he didn't show up for here his courtroom hearing. He didn't show up, and he got arrested for that as well. And so Robert Downey Jr. From mid to late '90s was a mess. He was a mess. He was in and out of jail, and everybody thought he was over. Everybody thought his career was done, and there was no studio wanted to work with him, and understandably so. Nobody wanted to work with him until Alec Mobile. But my point is, he got a second chance, with Marvel Studios later on in life, and also with Shane Black's movie. So Shane Black gave him also a second chance. So it is possible if Ezra Miller lost his job with Fantastic Beasts and The Flash, it's gonna be hard for him to get back from that anytime soon. It'll be some time. It'll be a few years, and it'll take somebody else to give Ezra Miller that second chance, just like Shane Black and Marvel Studios gave Robert Downey Jr. his second chance. So, um, but yeah, I hope it doesn't come to that, man. I hope Ezra Miller. I hope this is a wake up call for Ezra Miller. I hope he reads today's news and said, oh my God, WB is planning to pause my projects. My career could be done. I hope he reads today's news and then snaps out of it. Who knows? Maybe that's what will happen. If that's what happens, then that's good on him. But I will definitely let you in or keep you informed of this development on Ezra Miller. So share your thoughts about this latest topic in the comment section below. And thank you, It's Omega, for chatting with me. And as always, subscribe. Let's wrap this.